again. So today I want to share my experience on change of name. So I've been making this post, but I haven't been able to have that time to do this video. Yeah, the change of name challenges of married women, and specifically Nigerian married women, of which I'm one. So yeah, it all started like this. Why I'm talking about why I regret effecting a change of name on some of my valid documents. This video may not go down well with a lot of people who still have stereotypes, mindsets where they believe that a woman must change her name on all her documents because she's changed her status. So I'm going to share my own experience, then you can understand where I'm actually coming from. It doesn't apply to every woman, but it does apply to some women. So of course, after I got married, like every other person expects you to know of you, I started processing my change of name, newspaper registration documents, and all that to be able to effect all those changes on my names in the office, in my workplace, and in the bank, which was done. And then we had this the bank verification information that needed to change. Frankly speaking, it took me about 3 to 4 months to effect these changes with the banks. It was so frustrating. I had to keep going back and forth, with those banks. That was already frustrating enough. And I'm just asking right now, why should a woman be put through that much stress simply because she's changed her status and everybody, the society expects that she has to change her name? It took me minimum of 3 months because I had about 4 banks then I was using. And it's not even like there's a standard system where you input these details and it gets reflected in every bank. So you have to keep moving from one bank to another to get this thing sorted out. And that was a lot of work, a lot of waste of my time, a lot of, you go to the offices and they keep you waiting. They've maybe lost the document. I remember a particular bank, I had to submit my document 3 times to the customer service person, before they even started the process because it took quite some time, So this is one issue that, I had at that time, and I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't enjoy that experience. And I don't think that, anybody should be put through that because you want to change your name. So that's issue 1. Okay, we eventually went through that stage and the names were effected. The change was effected in the banks. And of course, that name, I started using it. Yeah, one place I refused to change my name was on my social media. I think I initially did that, but I later changed it. Why do I have to wipe off my identity because I changed my status? If you're questioning my new status, I have my the marriage certificate as evidence, because of course the friends that I had made already knew me by my maiden name. So why do I go and change my name where people will no longer find me? So it's as good as, removing myself from existence, because I have acquired a new status. And I don't think that is fair. So that is the reason why, of course, some people were talking, but really, by now you should know that I don't really care. People have a right to use their mouth for whatever they want to use it for. Anyway, I move on from there. So, but the real thing now, why I'm making this video, is a current issue that I'm having on this change of name, which I know that many Nigerian women are in this same situation as I am. And the question I'm asking is, why should a woman be subjected to so much stress in life because she identifies as a woman? Why does she have to be the one to go through these things? So now it's on the issue of NIN, National Identification Number. So my country said you must have a national identity. Very good. I agree with that. Now, I had already done that registration before I got married. I don't know. Yeah, I had done that in my maiden name. So the issue right now is With the new regulation concerning international passports, you're supposed to align, get your names aligned. The name on your NIN, the name on your international passport, the name on your bank verification, and all those things. And these processes are not one day processes. For your NIN, in the place where I live, you're going to have to go and queue up there, waste your time, lobby for it. Sometimes you have to pay people to get a space for you, and so many issues, around the whole NIN thing. It's not, that straightforward. So I have an NIN that is still in my maiden name. My BVN has been changed. I've told you the issue, the stress I went through to get that done. The change, the first one I did. Now, the place where I have this problem is aligning my NIN to my BVN. Now, on my international passport, which I was already using before I got married, my passport was already very active, and I didn't change my name after I got married for my personal reasons. It's up to you. You marry, you change your name on your passport, that's yours. Mine was already a very active passport, and I said I wasn't going to change my name. And the reason why I decided I wasn't going to change my name, because to effect a change of name on your passport, as a married person, you need to travel to Abuja. So I need to buy my flights. I need to pay flights, go to Abuja, rent a hotel, spend days, start doing immigration movements. That's another level of stress. Why do I have to go through all that? Because I changed my status. That's really crazy. Honestly, I just cannot get myself to understand these things. I don't know. For you, woman who believes that you must align with all the rules that the world has made for you to function, that's yours. But this is my own personal position. Why do I have to be the one moving up and down? Because I change my status, I have to change my name on every document, and the changes will require me moving from one state to another, moving from one office to another, I don't need all that. I don't have the time. I'm a very busy professional. I don't have the time for all that. And the money, the financial involvement of these things why do I have to commit so much funds to all these things? Because of change of status. So now this new law that has come to play requires that if I have to renew my passport, I would have to. Okay, yeah, I refused that I was going to change my name on my international passport. But now with this new national identity thing that they have put in place, before you can now renew your passport, you would have to align your NIN information to your BVN information, to your bank details and all those things, and everything has to be one name. And this is where I'm going to have this issue. And right now, I'm not interested in any of that, because to change my name on my passport requires me to go to Abuja, which I don't have the time for. To change get my BVNIN to align with the BVN name, I have to go and recapture, because that's what they've told me, that I have to come back to queue for it to recapture and go to one other office. So many rigorous processes I have to put myself through because I changed my status. I want to wipe my identity. I don't want to do any of those things. And that's my regret. It's a lot of stress. I know a lot of women are having this problem today. Some people cannot renew their passports. Their passports are stuck. They are stuck with their passports because they are trying to align their NIN information to their BVN information. And I even learned that the process is not even that straightforward. It takes some months because the whole NIN system thing they've not even sorted their documentation right. They've not sorted it out, so the woman is stuck in the web of this whole confusion because she's trying to do what the society expects her to do. So it is my regret today that I actually effected my name changes on documents. I should have actually stopped at getting the newspaper publication and just keeping it there. So that anytime anybody says, okay, you're this person, yes, you're this person, but I'm also this person. I didn't actually need to go changing all those things on my BVN, changing all those things now stuck with my NIN. I should have just left it if I understood that these things were going to create me problems, right now. I've not fixed these problems. And my decision actually is to go and revert all these things back to what it was, status quo, back to my name. I want my names to remain the way they are so that I don't have to start running anywhere, meeting anybody, paying anybody anything extra because I'm trying to renew my passport because my passport is so important to me. I don't know. So, this is my position. If you have never had a passport in your life, that's not a problem. Yeah, you can go about do the change of name. It's not an issue. But this applies to people who already had active passports in their maiden names. Now they want to change, renew their passports. They're having these problems. I know the platforms where these conversations are happening, and a lot of people are frustrated. People that have things to do outside the country, they cannot do these things because their passports cannot be renewed on time because they have not sorted out the NIN problem, aligning with the BVN. So this is what I'm saying about the change of name issue affecting some Nigerian women. So I don't know what your own issues have been. You can share them. You can, drop a comment. Let me know what your own challenges are. These are my challenges on the change of name thing. So I don't think a woman should pass through all these problems because she's changed her status. There should be that understanding with her husband. They don't owe the society any explanation. They don't owe any other third parties any explanation. So this is it for today. So have a nice day. Let me know what you think about this video. Yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.